Hi guys, welcome back to the No Password series where I build my deck using cards only obtained through the regular progression of the game. That means opening booster packs, winning championships, and everything in between. I won't be using the password machine because getting free cards early on does take away, in my opinion, and a significant part of the challenge of the game. With that aside, we are on to episode 2, or technically episode 3 because there is a time skip. I did actually have another play session in between this and the first episode. However, it is an unlisted episode because, well, it wasn't a particularly good episode. I had just finished doing some errands around the house and probably should have just called it a day. I was extremely tired and I was really struggling to stay awake. There were a couple of times I almost dozed off during the video. It would probably be kind of easy to tell when because there was little to no commentary. Yeah, it was bad. But I am leaving a link to it in the description to maintain continuity. That way everyone can confirm that I, in fact, did not use the password machine. And that I got from Rex extra 2 copies of Fairy of the Fountain. Here, I'll show you guys right here. Just to confirm. If you take a look at the video, 2 extra copies of Fairy of the Fountain since I only had 1. I got a beautiful head huntress. I think that was from a graceful charity pack. 1 dragon zombie, also from the graceful charity pack as well. And then finally, I got an extra one of those special spells that are really good, the graceful charity. So I now have 2 copies of it. But other than that, the deck remains the same. Yeah, and then we're just gonna get straight into it. Now that I explained what that fiasco was all about. Okay, so I've been thinking about a new idea. I don't think we'll be versing Rex the whole time because it's getting kind of boring. We know the matchup, and we know what he does. So we'll just play around with the unknowns. We'll see who we match up against, and if we lose, we lose. It's fine. Losing is a part of the game. We should still have fun, even though losing is possible. So yeah, let's try for a. Oops, I think I'll have to restart there. I didn't want to fight Rex there. Okay, so let's just reset real quick. Uh-oh, I don't know if this is gonna be copyrighted. Yeah, I miss inputs a lot, so that's gonna happen quite a bit. Okay, so let's try again. Let's go for the middle guy this time. Let's see who he is. Okay, my Valentine, not bad. She is kind of strong when she has Elegant Ecotist on the field. Her Harpy Lady sisters get moving really fast. The momentum hits you really hard. So we need spells, but we don't have Regeki or Dark Hole. It's okay, we'll be able to find them. She has Cyber Harpy, so and that has 1800 attacks. So I don't know if I should bring these guys out. Probably Graceful Charity first. See what we get. Okay, Swords is good. I want to keep D-Spell because she has that Airflow Current field spell that really buffs up her monsters. So I don't really know what to dump. I think I'm gonna dump Giant Trunade here, and then the 1500 Giant Flea. Okay, and then we'll play Gazelle as well as play Swords in case she brings out Cyber Harpy. And if she Regekis, that's fine too. We have Swords for that. Oh man, yeah, see how fast she ramps up? Yeah, she ramps up real quick. She had all the perfect cards she needed in her hand to get through that defense. I mean, I'm not really getting any monsters. I can try to MST the Cyber Shield, but I mean, the monster's still gonna be on board, and it's only, what, 500 points of attack. I think the better play would just to be the card destruction here. Get rid of everything. Keep the MST in my hand for an extra chance to get a Regeki or something. So let's do that. I got a Graceful Charity, that's okay. Let's do that. And a Monster Reborn, which might have been nice if we actually card destructioned away a summoned skull or something. But that was not what happened, so the situation right now is kind of dire. We'll dump the lowest attack monsters right now. Put down Magic Jammer. Really, there's nothing to do except put something in face down position. Just to pad our life points a bit. Ugh, that number is so high. It's scary. And Giant Soldier of Stone isn't even gonna help us here. Yeah, I think she ramped up way too fast. Plus, we didn't have a great first draw. Okay, we stopped that, so we still live for another turn. Dark Magician Girl doesn't do anything. We can kill the Cyber Harpy, but then we just get killed ourselves. But there's no other play, so let's do it. We can... Is it worth it? Is it really? Crash into the other Cyber Harpy? No, it's not worth it. You know what I'm thinking right now? Aqua Chorus? Oh goodness. Okay, so that's 2300 now, but that's okay because we're gonna tribute. And then we're gonna hit the Cyber Harpy now. Okay, and that should lower this one's attack, right? No? Ah, no, it doesn't have that sort of thing on it. Excuse me. I thought Elegant Egotist had a different sort of effect. Yeah, I think we're just gonna die here. And I think that face down is a Morphing Jar too. Should have probably just hit that. Get those guys out of there. Because what other card wouldn't she flip up except Magician of Faith or Morphing Jar 2? Yeah. I should have done that way earlier. Sent those guys back to deck. Yeah, look, now she's having trouble. And she has to put them face down. And I'm doing better now. But I still think it's gonna be pretty much an early end. Oh well, let's try again. Best of 3? Best of 3 works, and then we'll find another unknown player. Oh, I'm feeling bad about losing my Graceful Charity privilege for the booster pack. We'll get it back. Okay, Mai, let's go for the rematch. Again? I guess it's okay. She's getting tired of our shenanigans. Okay, still no good, really. I have a Dark Hole this time. That should be worth something. Skull Red Bird. Great. It's good that that's why I bring the 1400s out early, because if you bring a 1600 out, she's of course gonna bring out the Cyber Harpy. So by doing 1400 first, you get her to, you know, you get a slow little build up, like kind of like stairs, where you're trying to outcompete each other. And that's good because now you can kill one of her cards, so one of her resources is gone. I think she just drew that, because if she had it earlier, she would have probably buffed up her Skull Redbird, so I couldn't have been able to do that. For this card, I don't think it's a Morphing Jar 2, but just to be safe, I won't summon a monster just yet. Yep, we're good. Okay, so I don't... yeah, I should. I have enough monsters in my hand. I should summon Fairy of the Fountain. And if there's a problem, I can always Dark Hole. That might just be another light yellow monster. I do remember what happened episode 1 with Bakura, where he was hiding a Mirror Force that whole time, and he wasn't using it because he was smart enough to realize there was only one monster on my side of the field. But I don't think mine's smart enough to hide a Mirror Force like that, so I'm just gonna try doing it. Oh, okay, it was just a Magic Jammer. Yep, we're gonna counter that. It's not a waste, because I'm bringing the Ushioni out. Okay, we're gonna hit for massive damage here. She's gonna be on a 2-turn clock. She's gonna have to find an answer or lose. Not bad. It's this is a much different situation than the first match we had with her. 2100. So our Ushioni just ekes out the win by 50 attack points. And I think, we just Monster Reborn here. We don't need to, but I like doing it. And then we bring out the Skull Redbird, because it's the strongest thing, actually. Okay, so hit with Ushioni first. Do 50 points of life point damage. Yep, and then we finish up. Nice, so we get to rematch with Mai again, since we're 1-1. Okay, and obviously we lost privilege to the Graceful Charity pack, since you do have to win 3 times in a row for that pack. So I think I did a little bit of research on the Harpy Lady booster pack. There's really nothing worthwhile in there. I think more worthwhile is Red Eyes Black Dragon, Dark Magician. This booster pack's absolutely horrible. There's only ritual monsters in there and ritual spells. Launcher Spider, I wasn't too sure about that. Great Moth, Suijin, I don't know about that pack. So we'll just go Red Eyes this time. Okay, we got the Red Eyes, but it's not really what I was looking for. Did we get any high attack monsters that are 4 stars or less? Let's see. Oh, that's a fusion. Judgment Hand. Didn't we finish taking care of the 1400s? We shouldn't be putting any more 1400s in this deck, right? Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get them out of here, not add them in. Okay, so we didn't get any upgrades then. Okay, so one more time for Mai. She's a challenge early on in the game, but once you get a good deck going, it's pretty hard to, you know. I like playing. I think my favorite deck would be the Magician of Faith. Really spell heavy, plus a couple of high attack monsters. Okay, so she got her set up. And 2 back row cards. This is gonna be a tough one. And I didn't get any field control, so no Regeki. And no Dark Hole. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Excuse me. Yeah, of course, we're gonna bring out all the giant rats. And then we're probably just gonna bring out a weak guy that we don't care much about. I mean, the Soldier of Stone's still good, so we'll not bring him out in attack position. Just get rid of the Bean Soldier, please. And Giant Rat's good for this occasion where you sort of thin your deck a little, so you don't get... You know, you don't draw another Giant Rat. Yeah, I think we're screwed. What's that card? 1600? Yeah, we got nothing. Yeah, this really hurts without a Mirror Force. Watch me draw a Dark Hole or a Regeki and she just Magic Jammers it. Negate attack? Okay, let's stall. We can stall. Yep, we're stalling. Okay. That's just it. No biggie, we'll just move on to the next unknown player. Good match, Mai. You win this time. But I'm gonna come back to you in the near and distant future, and you won't be having a good time. A great card to get from the weekly packs is Mechanical Chaser. Just a free 1850. Oh, improves your deck straight away. And we don't get it, because I talked about it. That's called the Desire Sensor. Okay, so let's go for this unknown now. Mako, he's a tough one too. Especially early on when you don't have mystical typhoons, space typhoons, to take care of his tornado walls. Because he has 3 of them. He has 3 of them, and he's not afraid to use it. Plus, you don't have Heavy Storm yet either. I think you find that from the Relinquished pack. A good thing, though, is that his monsters aren't really that high attack, like Mai's. Why is it asking me? Oh, it's because I have Mystical Space Typhoon. Okay, I thought I was like, what? Negate attacks? Trigger or something? Umi might change everything. And I think that might even be a tornado wall right now, but we have a quick play for it in case it does happen. So we'll just hit, make sure it's not a Mirror Force or anything. Okay, now since it's a tornado wall, we MST. We don't MST the tornado wall, because if we MST Umi, the tornado wall goes with it. Yeah. And then Penguin Soldier, he can bounce me back. That's okay, because I can just resummon it. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's another Penguin Soldier, so I'm not going to use my United We Stand yet, because if it is a Penguin Soldier, that equip card will be sent straight to the graveyard. So we'll just take it slow, nice and easy, and once he starts getting into lethal territory, we'll start using it. Regeki. I don't want to negate that. I can eat the hunt 1,000. It's okay. I have an answer straight away for it too, so don't really want to waste cards that... Oh, I don't have an answer. I mean, I don't want to Fisher this low-end monster either, so we'll just leave it as is. We'll take the 1800. Dragon zombie works. Okay, so of course we're not gonna go for maximum damage here. That's not what matters. We want to control him, so we'll hit the 1000 first instead of the 800. If he has an equip card or something like that. Garb is fine. I can negate attack this because I do want to keep my dragon zombie. I have 2 tribute monsters in my hand, so it'll be an easy upgrade. Okay, obviously we want to go with the summon skull. I don't really have a problem with the state of the match right now, so I'm not going to graceful charity just yet. Because I don't know what card to dump yet. What 2 cards to dump yet. Okay, I think we're gonna go searching for a Regeki now. Or a change of heart works too. Getting rid of the card destruction. And then we do want to summon the beautiful headhuntress, so we're not getting rid of that. We'll get rid of Fisher. So first things first, change of heart. Flying fish. Okay, Ushioni comes out. Tribute the flying fish. We're gonna start using United We Stand here. Let's put it on the summon skull. And then we're gonna swords in case he does have a change of heart. And he crashes my summon skull into my Ushioni. Oh no, the game's just over. I forget how much extra damage United We Stand does. It's like a whole other monster. For 2 cards on your field. Nice. Okay, so that was good because we did have an answer for that tornado wall early on. Ooh, this is good. So we can bring the summon skull and a Kajigasi Pale Beast and just destroy our golem. And we'll get rid of some 1400s, and also we'll get rid of the Ushioni. Yeah, we'll get rid of... Oh, no. We'll get rid of the Dark Magician girl. Later on in my deck, I only like keeping 2 6-star monsters in my deck. I think that's an ideal amount. But right now, since we have so many weak monsters, we'll just keep 3, because sometimes we do need an answer for an 1800 that we don't currently have means of getting rid of yet. We don't have much trap holes or fissures or anything like that. No mirror forces either, so, you know, the only answer is a stronger monster. So what were we doing? Yeah, we'll get all the 1500s out. In. Pale Beast, welcome. Kajikasi, welcome. Destroyer Golem, welcome. Okay, and then we'll get rid of some lower attack monsters. Okay, so Bean Soldier, you can go Ancient Lizard. And then we'll leave the Giant Rats in, because they're thinning. They're like the thinning power for the deck. And they help us get our good draws. So they're actually more useful than just being a 1400. So Celtic Guardian's next on the list. And Takuhi. And then we're up to 1500 for our new floor. Okay, so as per the rules, the new rules we have, we're gonna best out of 3 Mako. I'm confident we can get the win here. I do have a D-spell as well, so I can get rid of that tornado wall. Would have liked the magic jammer earlier. That would have helped. It might be torrential tribute, so I'm gonna bring out the lizard here. Yeah. And what did I get rid of? Behegan. It was a 2-for-1. It's worth it. It brings out a flying fish, which we can answer easily with our own monster. Plus Fairy gets buffed with Umi, so that's good. We're not gonna United We Stand yet, since we don't know if he has a Dark Hole or something in his hand. Okay, so he doesn't, but still, that might be a Penguin Soldier. No reason not to summon a giant red sea snake though, because if it's just a light yellow, we can just go in for damage. Okay, it's a penguin. I'm liking my callouts. They're really good. We'll just let him hit us. Oh, that's a face down. It might be another penguin soldier or a morphing jar too, but this is great potential for a dark hole. Let's see what it was. Okay, another penguin soldier. Nice. Okay, we've got rid of that, so we're gonna giant red sea snake now, since we know the path's kind of clear-ish. We're getting rid of that the board control monsters. Another face down. I predict this one to just be a regular light yellow, because he's running out of answers, so he's starting to have to set his regular monsters face down. Oh no, it was a morphing jar too. That's okay. Hopefully we don't jump any spells. No, we're good. Nice. So that wasn't bad for us at all. I think it's a pretty neutral thing. And great, he got the giant rats, so that means we can thin our deck. Just gonna bring out another giant rat. Unless we have a water monster. No, we don't. We're all earth. Okay, do we have an answer for that? Yes, we do, because we have United We Stand. We're gonna Graceful Charity here for a change of heart. That's what I'm looking for. Dump the Giant Soldier of Stone. We have a second Graceful Charity. Thank you, Rex. Gonna use that. Still searching for the change of hearts. It's not gonna happen, so we'll just get rid of the weak monster. We do have Fisher though. That's gonna do a lot of work. And then we can Monster Reborn it. Because that's the strongest monster we can have. Okay, and then we summon our own monster. Let's go Beautiful Headhuntress. And then United We Stand for the extra 2400 attack. And then it's over. It's over. Super strong. That takes care of Mako. 2-1. Or was it 2-0? Yeah, it's 2-0. Okay, let's keep going. Red Eyes. Scaling Goal's good, but I mean, I'm still kind of looking for strong monsters now, so I can't really find a way to justify replacing a 1400 for it. So Anzu Shinoop something, that's her Japanese name. Tier Gardener is what I've been saying her name is for all this time. So it's kind of jarring when I see that in the game. It's like, what? Okay, so that might be a 2000 of the Forgiving Maiden, so I'm actually straight away just gonna change of heart it and get the Summoned Skull out. Oh, do I get a flip effect for, no. That's the other girl. The one that's holding their arms in like a cradle position. I forget what her name was. She'll probably be coming soon though. No Monster Reborn though. It's gonna be painful if she takes our Summoned Skull to the graveyard. Ay ay ay. Yeah, they always seem to have Dark Hole early. Just straight from the get-go. Okay, so what do we do? I think we're just gonna take a hit. Let's be greedy and let's take the extra hit so we can get value from our Dark Hole. And the next top thing she got brought out was the 1500, so I know for sure she doesn't have Hysteric Fairy or another Dancing Fairy in her hand. So unless she top decks a strong monster, she should not have an answer to destroy our Golem. I think the ultimate unlucky play for us now is for her to draw Polymerization or something and bring out St. Joan. She's not doing that, so we should be good. I don't think there's a reason to Regeki just yet. We're not in lethal range. We'll just take it slow. See what it is. Spirit of the Breeze? That's okay. If she sacks for a big monster, we can Regeki for sure. Well, actually, we can even Regeki now. Yeah, definitely. United We Stand is in hand too. Okay, let's see what that was. It might have been a Morphing Jar, right? Nope, just another Spirit of the Breeze. Okay, I know for sure she doesn't have Karibo, so we can just go in with the big guy. Nice, 1-0. Playing smart. Playing greedy. Okay, so we got Graceful Charity Pack again. I think we're gonna use it to try to grab a Gemini Elf. Or another beautiful Headhuntress is good too. Okay, so we're subbing out a 1450 for that, correct? No, it would be the Celtic Guardian, which is at 1400. So that's a good upgrade. 200 attack points worth of a difference. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna hit Taya again, right? Yeah, I don't really understand. Her name on the screen here is Taya Gardner, but when she introduces herself, it's the Japanese name. Early Dark Hole, nice. And we pretty much have the same setup, sort of. We are going first this time, though, so let's just put down the Giant Soldier of Stone. And yeah, let's bait out one of her low attack monsters. And then we can just clean it up. I was hoping for a negate attack there so I can switch Giant Soldier of Stone to attack position. And just do more damage that way, but I think I'm gonna keep him in defense. Yeah, there is value in hitting life points, but in case she has something that can beat Okay. Okay, St. Joan is out. Okay, so she did it the wrong way around because she left my giant soldier of stone on the field. If I had a fisher, I would just switch giant soldier to attack position, kill the 13th grave, and yeah, just fisher the St. Joan. Let's see if we can draw a fisher now, actually. No. So we're gonna dump the giant soldier of stone now since one of her strong monsters is out. And let's dump one of the 1500s. Okay. And then we're just gonna dark hole here. It's the best play. Two for one. Worth. Okay, let's bring out Fairy at the fountain here. Let's not go too safe and bring out a 1500. We do want to do some more damage to our life points. It's all about a balance. You don't want to be too dangerous because you might lose, but you also don't want to be too safe or else you'll miss out on some good value. Okay, I know for sure she doesn't run Torrential Tribute or or Trap Hole or anything like that. That must be a Magic Jammer. That has to be a Magic Jammer. Oh, no answer? Okay. One answer. Do we want to see if it's a Magic Jammer? Let's try for it. Let's bring out St. Joan. Yeah, it's a Magic Jammer. Okay. So now we're gonna sack for a Summon Skull, in case that's a high defense sort of thing. Spirit of the Breeze. Nope, it was just a regular monster. That's okay though. We still have enough attack to finish the job. Okay, 2-0 Taya. Not bad, not bad. Nothing good here though. But we're gonna keep going for Graceful Charity. It's the most worth of all of them. Okay, Saturday. This is a championship match. I can try for it, yeah, but I don't know if it bugs the game or not because not all of the people I've met have been unlocked yet. So I don't want to bug the game. So I've had experience with a bug where people just walk back and forth endlessly between two adjacent tiles, and it's really not fun because it's like the game's stuck in a loop. There's nothing you can do to break it, so I'm just trying to do the least amount of bugs possible. Okay, Kaiba's gonna be tough, but if he brings out the Cyberstein and the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, see that strategy is really a double-edged sword, right? Because once we get Magical Cylinder or Bell of Destruction, it's just a one-turn kill for himself. Like he's owning himself. So that's why I don't really like building those OTK decks, because it's really a feast or famine sort of deal. And it has nothing to do with your skill. You're basically just leaving it all to Lady Luck to you know, help you win the game. Okay, so I think that might be a Magical Jammer. So we're gonna Graceful Charity here. We want to use the Graceful Charity as bait, so that way we can United We Stand something. And actually, I should have brought out the large monster because I was gonna use the United We Stand anyway, so it's like a full committal. Should have brought out the big guy, but this is still enough to answer for Goblin Attack Squad if he brings one out. So he's never gonna bring one out in attack position now. It's always gonna be in defense position. Magic Jammer for sure, for sure. And then watch as he brings out the dark hole as well. Oh no. What are these callouts, man? It's like I know these guys ever since my childhood. Technically true, because I've been playing this since I was a kid. Lucky Regeki pull. I could have saved it for value, but I think it would have taken me taken too many life points away from me. Oh, no answer in his hand. I think those are two blue eyes white dragons. Really unlucky for him. We just need him to not have a mirror force or a negate attack or a stronger monster, because we know he used both of his Regeki and Dark Holes. Also, hopefully it's not a morphing jar. No morphing jar, please. Magician of Faith? Yeah, he... Okay, GG. I wouldn't say it's hard to get a win against Kaiba early on, but it's definitely not easy either. It's a 50-50 thing sometimes. So I'm really glad we won that. You get a lot of points too. I'm not sure how many points we were at before. It might have been 1050 for 150 points, but not sure. So, as per the rule, we're gonna have to rematch Kaiba. Try to get 2 out of 3. Think we might lose this one though. You never know. Giant True Nate's not bad. Super weak sauce monsters though. It's okay. I do a little bit of an advanced strategy by bringing out my guys in attack position, because you don't often see that, right? It's safer to bring them out in set defense position, because that way you don't take life point damage. But as I mentioned earlier on in the video, if you bring them out, sometimes the AIs have a chance of just bringing out a monster maybe like 100 or 200 more attack than what your monster was. And if you treat it like stairs, like stepping stones, you can bring out an even stronger monster and kill that monster. So that was sort of what I was going for there, but it didn't happen. And obviously I don't have much of high attack monsters in my hand, so might not have been the play. I don't know what to drop here. These are all kind of necessary. I like the Penguin Soldier a lot. Trap Hole is also useful. Graceful Charity, of course I need that. Giant Trunade for back row maintenance. And then just these 2 monsters. And the 2 monsters are really good meat shields right now, but I think I have to go with a monster. Okay, so we set Penguin Soldier here and bounce back to... I think that was a mistake. I should have saved that for a Summoned Skull. Or one of his other strong monsters. Obviously not going to Trap Hole here. We're just going to send both of these back to his hand. Okay, so we're probably gonna try to hit his face here. And I do want to preserve my Giant Rat's effect, so I'm not gonna bring him out in case he has a Mirror Force. Because Giant Rat only activates its effect when it's killed in battle. Not through a trap card effect or a spell card effect. Okay, so we're still doing pretty awesome right now. I think if we bring out the Giant Rat, the Vorse Raider's gonna target it instead of the Fairy of the Fountain. Which is good because it leaves me with 2 monsters on the field, and if I find an answer for his Force Raider that he's about to summon, then I can still do a lot of damage with an extra monster. Yes, hit the giant rat. Okay, we're gonna bring another giant rat out, and then he's gonna try hitting it again. No summon skull. So we're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have the giant Trunade here first, just to take out that magic jammer. And then Graceful Charity. Okay, so we got the summon skull. That's great news. And then we're just gonna dump the 1500s because we have a 1600 in our hand. So I'm no longer concerned about the giant rat effect since we do have a 2500. So I'm just gonna get rid of him. And we're looking good. We just need him to not draw a freaking spell card. Please, just give me the win, Kaiba. No stupid answers, please. Okay, that's good. Force Raider, I don't mind. Change of heart, please. Another summon skull. Okay, so he's on a 2-turn clock, or a 1-turn clock now. This is where luck really comes into play. I'm just hoping he doesn't have anything. Please. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so we just successfully 2-0'd Kaiba in the early game. Amazing. Amazing. It's a great feeling to have that happen. I didn't even need the armored lizard. I just like summoning things. I like wasting time. Oh, and great. So this was the 4th week Sunday. And every 4 weeks of Sunday you get this cool red Millennium Puzzle pack, booster pack. And in it, although we didn't get really great cards this time, but there are some really great cards in there. You can get Force Raider, Cybertech Alligator, all of the Valkyrian Warrior components, so Beta, Alpha, and Gamma is all in there. Gemini Elf's also in there. Some cool spell cards like Crush Card. I don't think Crush Card works in this game though, it might be bugged, so I'm not gonna try to use that. And I did not pay attention to who was on target week. Okay, so let's not fight Kaiba this time. I don't want to ruin my 2-0 streak because I know he's gonna beat me. I know he's mad. Yeah, you got, but yeah, you gotta keep track of which Sunday you're on, cause sometimes you forget, and then you're looking at your other favorite packs and like, oh no, did I miss the red Millennium Puzzle pack? And if you did, it's a real bummer because it's really, well, it's really time consuming to find. You can only get it, you know, for however long you want to play in a session that day. And if you're not playing on like 3 times speed on, you know, it's just a slog, so we'll try to keep track of that. Okay, Ishizu Ishtar. Right, she has really good music, that's for sure. And I think one of those might be our Mirror Force, so I'm not gonna bring out another monster yet. The other 2 though, I think are gonna be one of those revealing Light of Intervention, yeah. So I think it might be 2 Light of Interventions and then 1 Magic Jammer, because she did not, oh, okay, Torrential Tribute. So the other card's a Magic Jammer, for sure. how do we want to bait that out? Do we want to bait it? It might be another torrential tribute. I don't think we bait it out yet, because I'm not sure if I want to. Okay, it's a mirror force. Great. Okay, so that's good. We have a lot of spell cards that we can use in our hand, so I'm kind of glad it wasn't a magic jammer. That might be a magic jammer though. And in the case of that, I do want to try dispelling the field spell now. Okay, so it's not a magic jammer. It might be another torrential tribute. So we're gonna dump our 1500 out just to make sure, and it's not. So I don't know what it is then, because she didn't use. It's not enchanted javelin, otherwise she would have used it. And it's not light of intervention because she's not shy about activating it again when there's another light of intervention out. Is it a 7 tools of the bandit? That might be it. Okay, so we're gonna dark. Do we? Yeah, we're gonna dark hole here. Maybe should have saved the dark hole. There were other threats that she could bring out that could body me easily. Like, there's that one monster where if she sends 3 light monsters to the banish pile, the remove from play pile, as they used to call it back then. Yeah, but it's just a 2150 that she can bring out, so. She used her mirror force, right? I should have just brought out the other monster. That's okay. In case it's a torrential tribute, right? We're playing safe. We're playing safe and we're maintaining our card advantage when we do that. Okay, so now we can United We Stand for the lethal blow. Right? And she shouldn't have an answer, because if she did, she would have used it last turn. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go for Graceful Charity again. Still getting nothing good, but I promise you it's worth it. It is worth it in the long run. So I like this format better, where we're just facing off against different opponents throughout the run. It brings a lot more variety. Like facing different matchups, doing different things instead of just, you know, starting off with the same strategy every time. Ishizu has some strong monsters, so I set there just to take care of that. And do I want to trap hold this? I decided I do. And we're off to a great start again. It's not a bad start. We're gonna upstart Goblin here, see if it's a magic jammer. It's not scaring me a little bit. We're gonna bring out the giant flea here. Hope it's a mirror force so we can take the 1-for-1. Okay, so either magic jammer or 7 tools of the bandit. And it's not a magic jammer, right? Because we used the spell. We did use the spell. Upstart Goblin. I do want a change of heart this. In case it's a Magician of Faith, I don't want her to grab the dark hole from the grave. Okay, going in for easy damage. This one might be in the bag really quick. We have a lot of momentum going forward. Okay, so Soul of Purity and Light, that was what I was thinking about when I said she removes, banishes 3 monsters from her graveyard. Do I want a card destruction here? So what she, oh, okay, she only has to take out 2 light cards. Obviously we do not have lethal unless we draw a Regeki. And Fury of the Fountain is not useful here. Swords is kinda useful, but not really, because I'm looking for lethal here. So I'm just gonna dump everything and hope for the best. Graceful Charity is great. Okay, Fisher will help. Fisher will help a little bit. And then we keep the D-Spell in case she has Voluminous Spark, right? So, what's the situation? We're gonna save the dragon zombie in our hand. We're gonna go into battle phase. We're gonna hit this for maximum damage. And then we're gonna main phase 2 and then Fisher. Okay, I had a lot of great cards in my deck, you know. D-Spell's good for that too. D-Spell is awesome for that. Okay. Swords is gone. And then we can try to go in for the kill now. Because we have been wasting time. It might be a Forgiving Maiden, so I'm going to hit with Summon Skull first. And it was not, so... Hysteric Fairy. I'm glad he brought it out in attack mode. I think that's game. Yeah. Yep. We have enough to finish him off. This is gonna do 700, so she goes down to 1,000, and then we just finish up. Nice. Okay. Nothing good again, but I really vouch for the Graceful Charity heart, don't I? Well, that was a good end to today's episode. We got through a lot of new guys. Ishizu, Taya, Kaiba, and who's that other person? I'm not even sure anymore. But yeah, we've done a lot. I will see you next episode though. Have a good one.